Hello everyone, my name is K-Hug, you can call me Kyler, and welcome back to the season. Beef, what are you doing? Anyways, whether you're a long-time subscriber or just stumbled in here, Beef and I want to thank you for all of your support, so hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, share with your friends, leave some kind words in the comments right down below. I also want to take a brief moment to mention the community Discord, so in the description or on my channel, join today. It is a safe, friendly space for us to share ideas, content, or even spend some time together chatting and playing Minecraft. This is, in fact, over my right-hand shoulder here to the left of the screen, the watermelon farm that we worked on last episode. And as I promised, this is the rates of about an hour, maybe two. So it's not the perfect farm, but it actually is doing way better than I thought. You can see the light system is working, which means the inventory system is working pretty well. So yeah, everything's coming out just as intended. So I guess, come here, Beef. We're gonna fly over for some community member updates. Before we begin, as always, we need to, well, I guess acquire our bird first. We need to add the newest members since last time. We have Hazard Headline, who joined the community, and candidly, there is also 3 more of you guys out there, in addition to Hazard, who also joined. So we're gonna head up and update our community member counter. But you 3 out there, if you haven't already, please go back and leave a comment or a smiley face or an emoji or something on the one of the videos so that we can get your name properly inducted into our hall, our community member hall. So the official number now is 149, which is absolutely amazing. So thank you guys for all of your continuous and new support. Let's get right into what we're going to do today. If you don't remember from last time when we spoke briefly, we are going to go ahead and we've got this book of all the things that we need to get done. There was Melon Farm right up here. We got rid of that. And we are now on to, if you guessed it, yes, Kelp Farm. The Kelp Farm is going to be a little bit different because I don't have anything planned. I actually don't even know how to build a Kelp Farm. We're going to start by sleeping. I will be right back. Now, where was I? Yes, we are going to go work through this book. I believe that's what we were talking about for all of the builds. And so today is going to be the Kelp Farm, and it is going to go in our last slot for automatic farms in the Mega Base. This is the last one of these 8? Yes, of these 8 farms. And it's going to go right here. Everything should be set up. We fixed the redstone here last time because it wasn't actually perfect. And so, I guess, here's some of the bits that we're going to need, minus the garbage that fell in here in the process. And we need to go ahead and get started by, well, you know what? Actually, here's the best way to start. Boom. Signify that it's kelp. Perfect. Now, we're going to attempt to do this without any mistakes. We made some mistakes on the last one. Candidly, I really thought we did it right the first time, and then we came back and the redstone was all boogered up, but that is fine. We are going to go ahead and start by doing just the item collection system because we know that's got some issues because that one also did. We also are going to get rid of Beef. Where is he at? Beef? How do I get rid of this guy? Get off of me. Beef. Get out of here. How do you get these things off of you? Leave me alone. Hold on. I got an idea. I can't get rid of his bird. What on earth is going on here? Okay, he's sitting. We're just going to leave him like that for now. I have no idea why he wasn't sitting when the video started. Somewhere along the way, something happened. Okay. To begin, we're going to need a bunch of probably cobblestone, I'm thinking, which I guess we've got quite a bit. I'm going to do the one thing I probably should never do. I'm going to dump all this crap on the ground. And a bunch of water. Now, I know I'm going to need some observers and stuff like that, but I think we've got everything else. Oh, no, we do know that the farm is going to be off by 1. It was off by 1 the last time, so what we need is 1 more packed ice. Let's head in there and fix that real quick. We just need to add 1 more ice in here, just like that, and the farm is technically ready to go. I think we can close like this up and those 2 up, and all the items should be forced down to here, and the dropper will be there. So, okay, let's go get a dropper and some of the redstone. Wait, do we need redstone? No, it's actually, there we go. It's all ready to go. So we just need a dropper and then we can start on the farm. Now, I have no idea how to build a kelp farm. This is going to be a huge learning experience, but let's go get Yeah, let's start by going and getting the dropper and some hoppers, and then we'll get building this farm. Yeah, put the dispenser in here like that, replace the water, so that's all up and running, and then we should go ahead and also place our hoppers. And then this is going to be a little bit different than the previous farms. What we're going to have to do here, oh, this is going to be strange. We're going to have to block this in. Actually, that can also be blocked in. Let's just block that in. And actually, we're even going to block this one in. So that can all be solid because all of the water that comes down, or all the items that come down, we want them to be right here, I do believe. Let's get rid of this real quick. What I need is just a little trough that kind of comes across this whole area, and we want it to actually only... Let's see here. We got to get it to only go into there. We may need to do double water and have it all over on one end. If I remember right, I think water travels 7 blocks. Let's give this a good old college try. Ooh, actually, it doesn't need to travel the full length. This is the center of the farm, so it just needs to travel from here to that hopper. Perfect. Okay, so we want all of our items from above. This is going to get real confusing. Also, these are half slabs, and we get rid of those. All of our items to travel from the farm to this single block here. Now, I'm not sure exactly... Oh. Okay, now I'm not sure exactly how this farm is going to work. I've never built a kelp farm. I'm going to be fully transparent. I have no idea what I'm doing, and this time I'm actually not lying. So what I think we're going to have to do is probably build up a little area here. Maybe we make it too tall. Yeah, like that. That's fine. We're not worried about headspace, as we got plenty, looks like. And all of our items need to come here. So I'm going to go 2, 3, 4 blocks in this direction. And the same thing in the other. Something like this, I think. I actually am not totally sure. There's times that I bite off more than I can chew, or more than I understand, and this is definitely one of those times. I've been back and forth trying to do this in my head. I know we kind of stopped abruptly there, but I've just been coming up with trying to come up with an idea of how this is going to work, and I think I may have finally stumbled on something, potentially. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to not make a mistake and place this the wrong direction. Come on. I'm gonna place all these gates along here, and I believe that anything that flows will fall through these gate slots. I do believe. I could be completely wrong. I could be completely mistaken, and it's very possible that I am. But we're gonna stick with this for now. I'm gonna get a little bit more water to add to this, and then we're actually gonna need a ton of water in the future here. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab all 4 buckets. Let's get rid of all the other junk here. Let's fill these bad boys up. Stay hydrated. And first and foremost, I want to stop water from... Okay, we got one more thing we got to add. Oh, this is going to get real crowded real fast. I want to stop water from going down this. So I need a gate on that block. Really? If I close this. Oh, wait. Here we go. Boom. Okay. And I want to open the gate. All right. Perfect. So I want water to come down from here. And also from there. And that should bring all the items together. They'll flow nicely into that hole, and then they'll flow that direction into our hopper thing. A lot of water going on here, much more than I anticipated. And now we're going to block this up. Wait, no, we don't have to do that because we have these gates here. Instead, I think we're going to bring these walls around. We're going to bring them all the way around this thing. If I place kelp here, okay, hold on. We got to kind of do this together step by step. But if I had kelp here, I want the pistons to be here. The observer's there, and this has to be a block behind, right? In order for this to activate with the redstone dust, we have to do that. Let's go with one of these observers every other. Fill in the blanks. Just like that. Let's test it. Perfect. So now I think all I have to do is fill this up with water. Seems pretty self-explanatory considering it's a kelp farm. How I'm going to fill this full of water, well, that's a whole nother question. Also need to get rid of this fall hazard here. I'm definitely going to fall through that eventually. Let me go get some more blocks to keep building this up. But I think we're on the right track here. I think this may come full circle. Okay, so I kind of went off the deep end on my own here and just put this. So I believe that if I water source this and force kelp to grow, this will stay water source blocks. It'll all kind of funnel at an angle. And then I consider what would happen if I try to tier this thing, because I could stair step this all the way to that dirt there and make this farm super efficient. So we're going to go around real quick and down just to go up and back down. Now let's see what happens if I add water across all of these. Hopefully it's not destroying everything we just built. And that was my last rocket. Bummer. Last bucket of water, and it looks to be, oh, look, kind of looked like it was working until I looked over. Oh my goodness, are we stuck in here? There we go. What is going on here? I'm not sure, to be honest with you, but we're gonna figure it out. I think if I place kelp in here, not there. Oh no, I've caused an issue. I've caused a problem. I've already broken it. Well, I don't know what I've done, but I know a fix. It's not one that we're gonna like. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of all of the lovely water we just put up here. Let it deplete. Ah, I understand the issue now. We placed a water source block right here somehow. Excellent. Everything is back on track. I'm not sure why this is doubling out like this. Maybe it has to do with this kelp growing. What I want to do is I want to grow all this kelp up all the way up to its full potential. Oh. Like so. Okay. That seems to be perfect. And now I want to do the same thing for the second layer here. Okay, that seemed to work also as intended. Now, all of our pieces, I think, are flowing down and being dispensed. I don't know if I see anything working, but I believe they are. So I think this must be scalable and properly working, which means we can get to work filling up the rest of these rows. And by rows, I mean we'll just tier this thing as far up as we can to maximize the amount of kelp we can grow in one chunk. We're always out of pistons. It always comes back to the pistons. So I think that ought to be enough now. Let's go back up there and give it another try. Looks like this is going to be the maximum height here. And this is the perfect height because we can get some water in here. So I need to go ahead and fill in all of these. Well, that's not what I wanted to fill in. All of these side areas just to keep the water from falling out. And this is going to be really tedious because we got a lot of area to cover here. Let me go ahead and box this whole thing in, and then I think we can go back and add all the water. So the last step is the most tedious and painful one, and that is prepping the whole system like this with a bunch of kelp. All right, well, everything looks to be in order. I'm just kind of sitting here waiting to see if one of these will propagate, like that one. Oh, well, no, it won't. I just broke it. Like one of the doubles in front of these observers, because I do believe there's a triple there, so it does seem to be growing high enough. I wasn't sure with the water flow on top of this if these would grow 3 high, but it seems to be doing the trick. Let's kind of inch our way down here. There's another triple one here. Maybe if it goes 4, it might cause complications. I don't think it will. Everything here's on 0, so that must have just went off recently. Same as that one, and same on, oh, there it goes. All right, well, the machine just activated, and we could see exactly how many just flew off. It looked to be actually quite a bit of pieces. So I believe we were on 30, I think 2 stacks, and an additional 30 in the box out here. So let me go walk out here real quick and take a good look at how this thing is doing. There's kelp going in. That's a good sign. Yeah, already at 58, we were at 64, 64, and 30. So I'm going to sit here for about 30 minutes, maybe an hour. I was gonna go for an hour, but let's just go like 15 or 30 minutes and we'll check back and I will be able to give you guys a good rate. All right, well, it's officially been 30-ish minutes, so let's go see just how productive. Oh my goodness, I thought it was full. Wrong farm. Let's go see how productive the kelp farm has actually been. Fingers crossed that there's at least a couple more stacks in here. That way an overnight AFK is a full chest, but we'll find out. Okay. It's not bad. I think we got about 3.5 stacks. I think this one was roughly a half. So I guess technically 2.5 stacks. I'm actually not upset about that at all. It's not as efficient as I thought it would be. But maybe let's go ahead and check the innards of this thing and just make sure that nothing's getting trapped or lost in the process. If we're losing kelp out the sides or getting stuck underwater. Oh, there goes some kelp, speaking of a devil. We'll have to look into it. Doesn't look like oh my goodness. Doesn't look like there's anything keeping it from being productive. That was actually incredible. Is it not running? Hold on. Maybe we're just not close enough to this thing. Maybe it's a rendering distance issue or a simulation issue. Let me go ahead and look down below. We were just at a few stacks in a little bit. Let's see if we've gained another stack here. Okay, they gained this about 12 or so. I can't really remember exactly what was in there, but I guess it's still fully functional, and so I'm happy with that. I'm not sure what we're gonna use kelp for. We can use this now, technically, as a fuel source, which, now that I think about it, what if we somehow installed a furnace system throughout this process, so all the kelp in this lower level, or a mixture. We need a mixture of all the kelps. That way I can have regular kelp for projects. We can have dried kelp, which is dried kelp blocks, which is, oh, that's fantastic. Which is a fuel source. I don't know, we'll look into that, but that, quite simply enough, is a fully functional kelp farm. You seen it here? I hope you learned something. But that's gonna do it for us today. So I appreciate you all coming and hanging out. If you're still here hanging out, do not forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like, share it with your friends, and leave some kind words in the comments down below. Also, do not forget that we got some other things going on the channel. So head over to the community to the community tab of the YouTube page. Wow, I did not think I was gonna be able to get that out. We've got some trivia. I do some updates there, but there's also Uncharted, a new co-op Let's Play series with a few other small-time creators. There is also the hardcore series, which I post about once a week. I try to do once a week. It's hard to get enough into a hardcore episode other than just doing 100 days at a time, which I candidly do not have a time to do 100 days on each episode. So without further ado, as always, stay beautiful, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.